Good morning, folks, and a good morning it is. Man, I'm tired, man. We've been running hard for like the last week and a half, but life is good. God is even better, man. We're on our way to Rend Lake. I'm gonna fish a BFL. Just jumped in a BFL, jackpotting it. Some guy, don't even know him personally, his co-angler Link backed out or had other obligations, and you know, I got a message from a friend, said, hey, you interested in jumping in this BFL as a co-angler? I said I wasn't even thinking about it, but what the heck, we'll jump in it. So I'm going on my way, heading over to Rend Lake. Man, look at this fog. Wow, 74 degrees, it's gonna be 90. We're in the middle of summertime. It is thick. This is shocker, we're coming up on a little creek bank, so that kind of makes sense, but I guess the humidity's up enough to where it's foggy. Full sunshine, not a lot of wind. There's a chance of storms. I mean, there's been a chance of storms every day for a while. So just kind of them little pop-up hills, but usually when they show up, they are what they call a toad strangler in Bowling Green County. They soak you, for sure. But jumping in the boat with Mike for a little bit. Don't know if we're gonna be shooting any video footage or whatever, but we may be. You may see some, you know, some practice footage on the back side of this. So yeah, I haven't fished as a co, and I guess it's been close to a year. So it'll be fun. It'd be nice to just jump in the boat with somebody, meet somebody new, relax a little bit. I'm probably going to keep it simple. I'm going to try throwing an urchin, just blind casting an urchin around. I did really good here last year on a shaky head, and you know, we'll throw a chatterbait. I honestly, I mean, I'm gonna pretty much keep it simple. I'm just kind of going out there to have fun. We'll be fishing for like 3 fish, 14-inch limit, length limit. So I mean, I think a guy catches 10 pounds on the coast side, he's gonna be right there. He'll be sniffing that jumping fish for sure. Running about 5 minutes behind. I kind of got hung up at the gas station just a little bit too long. It's weird, man. You see some crazy stuff at a gas station. I saw this lady who was just leaning against the car door. The car door was open, and she was on the outside of it, and she was just leaning against it, like her neck was across the car door, and she was asleep, passing out. She was slowly like melting into the concrete. You know, long night, I guess. I don't know, but you just never know what you're gonna see at Walmart. You never know what you're gonna see at the gas station. All right, we made it to Rend Lake. Crossing the lake, they're doing some road construction. They got it down to 1 lane. You know, Interstate 57 or Highway 57, whatever you call it. It's got a lot of road construction, and but they're making it nice. It's like 3 lanes for a long way. Look at this. They got these rocks are kind of roped off. And this is interesting. This is like an area where a lot of people fish. In fact, when I did good last year in the tournament, caught some fish right there. So that changes things. Those rocks are not as accessible, especially in the sweet spots. That's interesting. Dynamics of fishing. But you got a little, one of those little automated red lights there. It wasn't good. It wasn't that big a deal. It took me like 2 minutes to get through here, but we're almost to the boat ramp. Meeting Mike here in a little bit. I'm ready to get out. You know, it's 78 degrees. It's hot and sticky. Not a lot of wind. There's a little bit of a breeze you can see there. But it's going to be one of them good old-fashioned summer days. It's sweaty, stinky. You know, you're going to catch a case of swamp booty for sure. We have arrived at the boat ramp. Mike's on his way. I think they can refer to this as like the sail boat ramp, but it's a nice day. There's plenty of rocks available on this side. Got a nice little island out here. 2 boat ramps. There's one over here, it's 2 lanes. One over here, it's 2 lanes, and they got a ton of parking right here. I mean, a ton of parking. You got some closer parking right here. You got good outhouses. I mean, that bathroom's like freshly painted. It's like brand new feeling. So facilities on Rend Lake always amaze me. I mean, there's like multiple really nice boat ramps, really good parking lots. Everything is mowed. It's in great shape. You know, you got good docks and stuff to tie up to. They do a really good job on this lake. It's like built for tournaments.
you know, it can accommodate a lot of pleasure boaters and stuff, but it really isn't that packed for the most part. Even on a Saturday, it doesn't seem like it's like overwhelmingly packed with tons of boats. But ready to get out here. It's already starting to get hot. You can hear the cicadas getting after it, and we'll see what happens. I mean, this lake's it's a shallow fishery for the most part. Fish tend to be shallow, especially in the summertime. You know, you got dissolved oxygen issues, so the fish tend to stay up pretty shallow. It's always got some stain. Looking at the water right now, it's not dirty by any means, but it's got like a couple foot of stain maybe. You get back in the creeks and it gets a little bit thicker, but it's like just a lot of wood, a lot of rock, a lot of visible targets, and some of the sneaky stuff is that stuff that you can't see above the water, but it's just right underneath the water. There are some humps and offshore stuff, but most of the time it's just straight up, it's basically like power fishing, man. You know, we ain't gonna be out there scoping in the middle of the lake shaking a minnow. It's gonna be just like old school, just moving baits and flipping, that kind of stuff. But you know, we ain't gonna stick a bunch of fish. We're just gonna look around, maybe catch one or two. This is you know, pre-fishing. You don't want to win practice. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got the boat dumped in, walking down the boat ramp to jump in the boat with Larry. It's a beautiful morning. It's sticky though, guys. I mean, it's like straight up African hot out here already, humid. It's gonna be that kind of day, you know. Gonna be sticky. Bites are gonna be at a premium. I think there's like 70, 71 boats in this derby. You know, went out and practiced yesterday with Mike, and it was tough. I mean, we caught a few bites, but we didn't actually catch any keepers. And his co-angler broke down on the side of the road coming back from St. Louis, or coming down from St. Louis this morning, so he's not even fishing. So yeah, all that, but I don't think he was looking forward to it. He's got a tournament in Egypt, so he's gonna be able to jump in that in practice. But yeah, we're getting ready to, we're gonna hit the porta potty, jump in the boat, and I'm probably gonna keep that shaky head in my hand, you know, just drag around and see what happens. That's all we can do. It's a cluster down here.
5 fish limit on the motor side, 3 fish on the corner side, 14-inch on all bass. Again, safety reminder, anytime big engine is running, let's make sure you have life jackets hooked up, buckled up, off limits, point where I'm standing, straight line to the no-wake buoy, straight line across the cove. Anything inside this cove is off limits to fishing. Please lay your hand upon them, let them fish to their fullest potential. Father, we also ask you to watch over our men and women fighting for our freedom. O'er the rail.
All right, what's up, folks? We getting ready to take off. They did the national anthem in the morning prayer. Drew Larry today. We're gonna be fishing with Larry, and you know, we're like boat 71. I think are we the last boat, you think?
I think so.
Okay, I think we're the last boat. So I don't know what we're gonna be able to get on. It's gonna be one of them deals where we're just gonna have to kind of go out there and see what's available, because the lake fish is kind of small, especially if you kind of figure a pattern out, and they've got a lot of this stuff buoyed off all along the roadway there. They're doing construction, so that's a lot of the primo rock. So a lot of that's buoyed off, so that's gonna spread the field out even more. Conditions just like yesterday, like mid-90s, probably a little bit of wind. There's a chance of storms coming in this afternoon to pop up deals, so I brought my rain gear and flip-flops and that kind of thing, just in case it gets rowdy out here. Hopefully not. Last year we had a pretty nasty storm that came in the same tournament. You know, I'm just gonna throw my confidence stuff. I'm just gonna keep my bait wet, and that's all we can do. What's the plan, Larry?
I think we're gonna run over across the lake and fish some rock.
Fish some rock?
Yeah.
Hear that? We're gonna fish rock on Rend Lake. Imagine that. No scoping out in 40 feet of water with a minnow.
I probably won't turn that on.
No dock fishing, no grass fishing. So it's just gonna be straight up power fishing, folks. So anyway, we'll go out there, we'll have fun, and see what we can do. you always keep the radio on or not?
Oh, you want it on? You can shut it off.
Can I shut it off?
Yeah,
Because it'll be a copyright violation on the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anytime there's any music.
I don't need it.
Okay. I'm not trying to run your ship or anything, but.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I didn't know how high the water was going to be, so I was thinking if it was up a little bit, it might work out pretty good. They better flip in there. It might be a 5-pounder in there. You never know. Oh, it's a net. That's a great.
Is it?
Yeah. Huh. I don't know what that is.
This thing ain't coming through nothing today.
There he is. Mm-hmm. Little guy. Man, he hit that on the fall. That's crazy. Wasn't expecting that. Just kind of pitched out there in the middle of nowhere. All right. Never know. Yeah. You just gotta wait till they get set up for you.
Yeah, they'll be on all this wood later in the day.
Next. Yeah, the guy I'm staying with, he's a boater, and his co-angler called him this morning and said he was broke down on the side of the interstate. He was supposed to, he's coming down from St. Louis.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so he's not fishing today.
Oh, no kidding.
Which he would, huh?
Did he get his money back?
I don't know yet. We both got up this morning and I took off, and then he called me about halfway to the ramp. He told me that story. He wasn't too worried about it. He wasn't too mad though. There he is.
I didn't even crank that down.
Topwater bass.
Dig it.
He'll grow up to be a 5-pounder one day.
Oh, I thought I had.
Thought we had a double.
Oh, we did get a double.
We did get a double. Wrong species, but.
I don't know how big he is. Oh, he might be pretty good.
It's a white bass. You want him in there or not? Right off that wood or what?
Yeah.
Get one? Okay.
I don't know what he's doing. He's running towards me? That's white.
Oh, white.
What the heck?
You're on the whites.
I had my heart going.
Yeah, it looked good. There he is. Yep. Yep. Real good one. It's coming your way. Not as good as I thought, but it'll keep.
They're ready, huh?
Yeah, sneaky.
Cool.
on the board. Woo! Talk about my heart going. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, pump some water in there. That's 14, yeah. Cool, thanks.
I didn't even make a cast with that one.
I'm glad you did.
All right, that felt good, man. We got a solid fish in the boat. You know, it was like a 2 1/4-ish, maybe 2 1/2. There's a 14-inch length limit over there. And a couple tips for the co-anglers out there. I think this is real important. First off, Larry was kind of somewhat spot locked in that area, and there was a couple laydowns coming out off the bank, and they're shallow. I mean, they're up there in nothing. Even the boat was sitting in like 4-ish, but he was throwing a crankbait and really working those laydowns. He'd made probably 20 casts or so, and I was not casting up there. You know, I was casting straight out towards the bank, and I was casting behind, and I was making sure that I didn't cast up there until he was done, giving him plenty of time to work those laydowns appropriately. And that's real important. Out of the back of the boat, I mean, unless your boater says, yeah, you go ahead and cast up there, have at it, you know, we'll both fish these. Don't cast up there. Let him do his thing. And as he started to move up, you know, I fished that first laydown, and I think that was like the first cast of that laydown, and that fish grabbed it. So he was already kind of sliding up to work another little section of laydowns. There were several little laydowns down through there. But tip number 2 was I was kind of watching where he was casting, and I made that cast to my side of that laydown because I didn't really see him casting right there exactly. And, you know, I got lucky. You know, I turned the handle just a couple times with that spinnerbait, and that fish just loaded up on it. But I don't think that if I would have been throwing a crankbait, you know, I don't think I would have caught that fish. So I guess there's a third tip in there. You know, he's throwing moving bait, but it's a crankbait. So it doesn't make sense for me to throw a crankbait unless there's just an obvious crankbait bite, which we hadn't really established much. The fishing was pretty tough. We'd been fishing for several hours before I got that bite. It was just, there just weren't a lot of bites to be had. So having said that, that spinnerbait is something different than the crankbait, and that flash versus the wobble, whatever the reason was, they decided to grab that bait. Because I think that fish was there the whole time. He was just watching that crankbait go by. So that's another tip. So be respectful to your boater and pay attention to where he or she is casting, and then a lot of times, unless it's obvious, throw something a little bit different behind him.
Fish?
I don't think
That's a white. Okay. Pretty good white. I like that thing. Pretty much everything's let me down. I mean, I was, you know, spinnerbait. I caught one, but
I wasn't shocked at his spinnerbait.
yeah. Just nothing consistent. Just a grinder. There he is.
Got him?
Yep.
Get one?
Yep. Keeper. Not big, but swing him in. I couldn't wait.
He'd be close, huh?
Be close.
You want me to bump him?
Yeah, bump him for me. I thought he was a keeper.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
14.
In the shade.
Huh.
Thanks.
I didn't think he was.
I didn't either. I mean, when he rolled, he looked bigger, but they always do. Grinding. All right, your turn. Yeah, he was on that. See where that pipe, that culvert thing's laying?
Yeah.
Right in between that and that little small branch that's out of the water.
Oh, okay.
He was just right there, which means we should probably go hit that wood on the other side eventually.
Over here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about.
You're right, straight across. The one you said might be too shallow.
Yeah. Need one more.
Yeah, one more. Catch me about a 3-pounder and I'll probably get a check.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Probably got 2, 3, probably got 3.5 pounds in there, maybe something like that. I'm bad at estimating fish,
I
but
think you probably get a check with that.
get one more for sure.
I don't know what it took last year when you.
I had 9.12 for the win.
Yeah, I don't know what the cutoff was.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. Seems like it's always around like 6-ish. I'll be quick. as quick as possible.
There's something down here.
Brush pile or something.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little windy out here.
Yeah, it did.
Holy cow. Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel much better now. I'm good now. It was time, for sure.
It happened.
Yeah. Net.
You know how many casts that took to get him
Yeah.
right?
Laying down there the whole time. Just watching it go by.
That's crazy.
Other one. Needs another year and he'll be close.
Oh, that's close. I don't like doing this. You don't know how many times I've been hooked.
It happens quick.
I don't know why other people's spinnerbaits look a lot better than mine whenever they go in the water. Yours looks freaking on it. If I put it in the water, it looks like crap.
It's funny. Till you catch a
I
fish.
fished with Jeff, he threw a spinnerbait, and I said, that thing looks awesome. Why does mine look like crap?
Yeah, until you catch a fish on it, then it starts looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're just rotating through a lot of the same areas. Larry had fished this section of the lake yesterday and caught quite a few fish in there. So I had a lot of confidence. He was thinking that these fish were going to eventually pull up. He was kind of waiting on the shad to move into these certain areas. And once these shad started relating to these laydowns and stumps and stuff, the bass would follow. So we fished the same areas multiple times, just waiting for those bass to come in there. And my camera was shutting down, but he did catch, a good solid 2.5, maybe 3 pound bass on a crankbait off of a laydown that we had fished probably, I think it was the 3rd pass through that certain set of laydowns. So he's got one in the boat. And it's brutally hot out there. There's not a lot of wind. It's just it's summer, folks. It's just one of those hot, humid, nasty summer days, and we're just keeping our heads down. We're covering water, trying to make something happen, looking for that reaction bite. It's a little bit of wood. The water's not up enough to where there's a whole lot of wood cover in the water. There's a little bit here, a little bit there, a lot of rock, but some of the key areas around the bridges and stuff were buoyed off. But we just really focused on one main section of the lake, and we're kind of rotating through those areas. We still got a few hours to go, just keeping our heads down, grinding.
Oh, something hit it right there. Yep. Really? There he is. Net. Yep. Yep. Oh, it's a freaking drum.
Is it?
Yeah.
You want that?
No. Dude, I was like, I saw him roll over. I'm like, that's the one I need. There's my check. I don't usually catch a drum on a spinnerbait. They're hard to lip too. They're hard to lip too.
Oh, they are.
They just don't have much to grab a hold of. Ah, you sucker. Man, he ate it too, boy. He wanted it. Nasty sucker. I guess that's probably what hit it the first time. That was a good bite. I'm like, dang. All right, folks, midday report. It is hot. Fishing is tough. We do have a breeze, thank the Lord, because it would be almost unbearable out here. Yeah, we're grinding, man. We're absolutely grinding. You know, there's not really a lot of options on this lake. It's not like you can get offshore or fish, you know, these deep breaks and stuff. I was kidding him a while ago. It's like we're in like 3 feet of water. This is almost like a bluff or something for this lake. But I got two in the box, nothing big. Spinner bait. I've been throwing that. It's like a 5/16 ounce Buckeye lures, just a little spinner bait, nothing fancy. Chartreuse, white. He's caught a pretty good keeper on a little crankbait, and he's pretty much keeping that in his hand. Chatterbait bite, he was catching them on chatterbait yesterday. It's just not really happening. I've thrown it a bunch too. I can't get that shaky head to work. Of course, I haven't really thrown it a whole bunch. We're fishing a lot of bigger type rock, and I just feel like I'm gonna lose it if I flip it around. You know, we're kind of staying in the wind, just kind of rotating through some areas, and it's just it's a matter of keeping your bait wet and hoping something you run it across a fish. But we got a couple hours to fish, so we'll just keep on grinding. That's all we can do. Yeah, I got you. I kept trying to want the hook to set the hook, and I'm like, that feels good. It kind of feels good. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're alright. That was my fault. I had
Oh yeah, that's the one right there. That's a stud there. That's a good one there. Work. Careful.
cool, thank you.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Right where you're supposed to be. Set that down. Good job. Yeah. Well, they might have just pulled up here. You never know.
I didn't catch anything that big.
It's a good one.
I thought he had it better. Yeah,
Another one?
good one. Yeah, it's a good one. This might be a big one. I'm up there. Oh God!
Damn it. I didn't see it. I mean, it was
a
a good one.
Same size. as
Was
that
it?
one.
Dang, sorry.
That was your fault.
Do it again. Was he right on the rocks?
Yeah.
Here. That's it. I don't know where it's at.
Oh shit.
It's up here now.
It's in the throwing there now. I think.
Is it? Here, watch the back of your boat. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. It is. We're gonna have to break it. Your boat's getting ready to hit the rocks. Wait, it came off.
It came off?
Yeah.
Oh shit. How'd that
Yeah.
happen?
Got it. Get out. I don't know. It was on a rope.
How did I get my power?
That's probably good because it kept your motor from hitting the back.
Ah. I don't know if that's a motor or a power pole.
I don't know. You're welcome. Yeah. It's that rope. I don't know where all that rope's coming from. It's that same kind of rope that I caught earlier.
Was it?
Yeah. Need a netter? It's close, isn't it? No, not close enough.
12 and a half, 13.
Yeah. 3 minutes? Okay.
It was 5 minutes to get back.
Well, could have been worse, could have been better.
Yeah. Oh.
getting wore out.
Yeah, I am too.
71. Nailed it.
Good catch.
That's all of them?
So I caught 2, man. How'd you do? Yeah, it was tough, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't give him any bites.
No, not at all.
I think I only caught like
Well,
4 fish. One was a drum.
yeah, I had 3 that were right under the line.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Okay.
Just throw her in there.
I mean, they clip.
Oh, yeah.
That clip. Well, it came out that time.
Yeah. Spoke too soon, huh? Okay. Thanks.
They're pretty lively.
Yeah. It's crazy for the water being 90 degrees. Yeah, that's a nice one. Is that the last one you caught?
I don't know which one was. Yeah, I know the other one I didn't put a cold tag.
Okay, yeah, the other one's bigger, I think.
No, you use that.
Really? About the same size?
Yeah, probably about the same size. I thought he was bigger than that.
It happened quick. All right, there we go. Yeah, sorry I parked so far away. I was trying to park kind of close to my truck.
That's fine.
No, I got 2 small ones.
I got 2.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I got a line burner with like half an hour to go, and I'm praying to God for it, like 6 shorts.
Yeah, I got 2 small ones, but
Yeah.
it was
Hey.
tough, dude.
Yeah.
It was brutally
It was
tough.
brutal out there.
Yeah.
You might have to carry Larry back to his truck.
You might have to carry me, man. We're both struggling.
Sit on the bridge all day. You only had 2. Oh. Oh, that's good.
Hey, so,
You already know where I'm going.
what's going on, man?
How'd you do?
I got 2 small ones. Yeah, I'm standing in the shade over here. Got shade on this side.
Yeah, you get right up here. That's what I'll meet you first.
Hey, guys, Larry.
Come on. One. Yeah, it's tough. Lucky to get it.
You working with Jewel? Oh, okay.
Trying to.
Yeah. That Frico rig they got, it's a good little urchin rig. Been throwing it around a lot lately.
You gonna win again?
No, man, I only got 2 small ones. Didn't happen today. A lot of fishing, not a lot of catching. A lot of casting.
Oh, nice. They're good size. Got one.
Yeah, cool. Man, every time I go in that place, I spend like $100, dude. So easy. You go in for like a pack of hooks and you walk out with a whole armful of crap. You caught your last one about right at 2 o'clock. And then you dumped another one the same size. It just boom, boom, like on 3 casts. After going like 3 hours without a bite. You know how it is, you just pull up on the spot.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh, what's up, Jim?
Everything
Hey.
that you do
Yeah, thanks, man.
for Lincoln.
Yep, not a problem, dude. Glad I can help you out.
That's a big thing.
That's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. How was camping?
Wednesday and Thursday really wasn't bad, but it was hot. But I ended up getting a hotel. They had an opening Friday
Smart.
night. So at least you caught fish, Gabe. You always catch fish.
I try, man. I try. Yeah, I just keep casting. I'm looking for them dumb ones. There ain't a lot of dumb ones in this lake, man.
My coach, Caleb Welch, and he was throwing a shake your head, and I said, "Have you got the Gabe special
The
on?"
black trick worm. It wasn't working this weekend.
No, he threw it for a little bit.
Yeah.
He chased it.
Yeah.
Started throwing it.
Yeah. Did he catch some on a Ned? Oh, cool.
Yeah, but no keeper.
Okay. Boat 71. Gabe Montgomery. Yeah.
He does good too. Thank you, sir.
How's it going, buddy?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good, Dobley. Too bad. For Larry Dobley. Can I get you again, Larry? Yes, sir. 2 in the bag. Pop it on for 9. What the way, Larry?
He got 2 and 2.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Come on up.
Jackson, Missouri.
Co-angler. Yeah, we switched it up, man.
All right, co-angler this week, Gabe Montgomery. Good to see you again,
Hey,
Gabe.
you too, brother.
Yes, sir. 2 bass, Mr. Gabe Montgomery. Gonna go 3 pounds, 14 ounce, 314 for you, Gabe.
All right, thanks, man.
Boater out of Bumpsdale, Tennessee, James Jones.
What'd you have? 5 something? 6, 7, 8. So you could have had 8, 9 if that other one was a 3, probably. You know.
Yeah.
Howdy. How's it going? We both got a couple. It was all right. Could have been worse. You're welcome. Appreciate your work, man. It ain't an easy job, you know.
I could not get a jig bite today. I tried.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube guy? Mr. YouTube guy. You doing all right?
Yeah.
So I'm ready to get home, take a shower, and relax.
God. I was moving. I just drove a truck from St. Louis to Tellico last weekend. I just moved the rest of my stuff out of St. Louis and closed on Thursday. I'm a beat man.
Where are you moving to?
Lake Tellico.
Really?
In Tellico Village. So we'll have that for like most of the year, and during the summers we'll still have our lake house in Central Illinois because the grandkids are here.
Cool, man. That's exciting.
Oh man, big
Once you get settled in and everything, start
3
relaxing.
minutes from the dock on Lake Tellico. Oh, come on. Fort Loudon, 20 minutes away. Gunnersville, 2 hours. Watts Bar, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to go to Watts Bar this year.
I got your phone number.
Yeah, for sure, baby.
Yeah, my buddy Doug Cheatham, he's down there all the time, and he fishes that river. You know, it's sketchy to run. I get nervous, but he knows how to run it. I mean, you know, he's running like 2 feet from stumps and stuff, and it just takes time to figure it out. But they're in there. Yeah, I mean, it's right up your alley, dude. Power fishing stuff. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Hot.
It is hot, dude. It's brutally hot. Yeah, I like that hat, dude. That's cool. What's your last name? Wentz. Okay, cool. Good to meet you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for saying hi.
I gotta go pay my guy.
All right, brother. Take care.
I don't like the red and green ones. There's like a white one here, one there.
That's the main lake, but then once you get up in the river, there's none.
Oh, there's none.
Yeah, there's a channel,
Yeah.
but there's spots where
I don't know if we are or not.
it forks 3 ways, and 2 of the ways are like a foot deep, and the other one's a channel. So, you know, but as long as you watch your map, you'll be okay. It's good seeing you, man.
Want a beer?
All right, take care, brother.
Yeah, I had 2 keeper bites and they both came off.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on the video. Man, it was fun. It was fun to get out there and fish out of the back of the boat. Hadn't did that in probably like a year. So I enjoyed it, man. Larry, great guy to fish with. Worked hard, covered, you know, we fished shallow. I mean, we covered a decent amount of water, and he had a couple areas that he was really confident in. He'd been catching some fish in those areas. So, you know, we kept rotating through those areas, but he was great to fish behind. Super cool, gave me plenty of room, and very courteous. So it was a great co-angler experience once again. You know, I'm going to continue to jump in some of these. I enjoy it. You know, it's fun to fish out in front of the boat, but it's equally as fun to fish out of the back of the boat. And I learned some stuff today. Last year, this tournament on Rend, I did really good, and I was throwing a shaky head. You know, just a black trick worm on a shaky head. Water was up about a foot higher or so, I believe, and it had a lot more stain to it. That wasn't the deal this year for me at all, or this tournament. You know, I tried to make it happen. I got to go out with Mike yesterday, and you know, I threw it around a little bit. I didn't keep it in my hand too much because I didn't want to lose confidence in it, because practice was really tough, and we were just kind of bouncing around. Sometimes if you got a lot of confidence in a certain bait, and you know, it's really tough, not getting a lot of bites, and you're throwing that bait, and it's just because the fish aren't really biting, you can lose confidence in that bait. And I knew I was going to throw that bait a little bit in the tournament, you know, regardless. So I didn't put a lot of time into that bait, because I knew I was going to, you know, fish it anyway, like blah blah blah. I'm just repeating myself, just like today we kept hitting a lot of the same stuff. But so that wasn't the deal for me, you know, the shaky head deal. It was a moving bait bite. Larry was throwing a
crankbait most of the day. He'd be catching on chatterbait. I think he did catch 1 or 2 on a chatterbait, but it was not happening. He had high hopes for that. It was a crankbait deal. It was a moving bait deal. Just couldn't get bit pitching anything. You know, we couldn't get bit, you know, pitching anything, dragging anything. And you know, the wind picked up a little bit, and I tied on a spinnerbait, a really small spinnerbait. It was like a 5/16 ounce. It might have been a 3/16. I don't know, somewhere around a 1/4 ounce spinnerbait. Just white and chartreuse, made by Buckeye Lures. It had I believe it had a little small Colorado and a turtle blade, gold, silver, something a little bit different. And that's what I got my bite. That's what I caught my 2 keepers on. I ended up in 22nd place. There was 73 boats, so, you know, not terrible. I think they paid 15 places. So I just needed 1 more keeper. I would've got a check. But man, 12 pounds on the coast side, guys. That's for 3 fish. We're only keeping 3 fish in this dirt. The boaters are keeping 5. And it took 20 pounds to win on the boater side. You know, the weights dropped off pretty quick. I talked to Scott Neighbors. I think he ended up getting like 4th or 5th, and I believe he had like 14 pounds. So I went from 20 to 14 pretty quick. And then on the coast side, I talked to a guy that got 3rd, and he had 8-something pounds. So I went from 12 to 8. So it dropped off, and everybody was kind of congested in that. You know, I think the last check was like 5-something pounds. So, you know, decent weights really, because it wasn't easy. You know, we didn't get a lot of bites. Honestly, I don't think I caught, man, I don't know how many fish I caught, like 4 or 5 fish maybe, and one of those was a drum. Boater caught a few more, but it just wasn't a lot of bites. We weren't catching small fish or anything. We just weren't getting a lot of bites. Right towards the end, Larry pulled up on his point, throwing that crankbait. He loaded up, got one in the boat. It was about a 3-pounder. Like 2 casts later, boat up again, had another one, same size pretty much. Got off right at the boat. So he had like 5-something. He almost had 6 pounds. I think he finished like maybe high 20s, low 30s, something like that. But if he'd have got that other fish in, you know, we all got that story right. He'd have been right up there in like 15th, 16th place. Because we saw it was about a 3-pounder. It just came up, popped off. I don't know what happened. You know, that stuff just happens sometimes. But you know, I fished as clean as I could. I didn't really. I had some bites, man. They hit it really hard, and I don't know if they were drum or maybe white bass, but they'd smack that spinnerbait really good. Nothing. So I'm not really sure. But I never set the hook and never jumped anything off that would have helped me. So I guess I fished pretty clean as far as that goes. But that's a wrap. Thanks for coming along. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Thumbs up, it's always greatly appreciated. I enjoyed talking to people, man. Talked to a few people out there today. It's always great. And you know, man, anytime you can get out there, God's creation, have fun, spend time in a boat with somebody, make a new friend,